Yo, what's up, Woke Kindergarten family? My name is Key. My pronouns are they, them. And I want to know your pronouns too. So why don't you take a minute to tell the people that are around you, or maybe tell yourself, tell me, what are your pronouns? All right, cool. Okay, so today's book is called Saturday. Remember, this part of the book is called the front cover. Very good. And if I turn it around, this is called the back cover. Ooh, you good at this. And what's this called? The spine, because it holds all the pages together, right? Very good. Now, there's only one name on this front cover, which means that this person must be both the author and the illustrator. Now, what does the author do again? Right, they write the words. And what does the illustrator do? They illustrate the pictures, right? And when we illustrate the pictures, that doesn't just mean that we're drawing. It could mean that we're painting. It could mean, in this case, Oge Mora, who's the author and the illustrator, they used collage. Collage is another kind of art where you put a lot of different things together to bring about beautiful, beautiful artwork, right? Collage. You know, it's similar to when we read Wings by Christopher Myers. Christopher Myers also used collage art to illustrate that book too. See how we can make connections between the books that we read? I want you to make sure that when you're reading a book, you should be making connections to the books that you read. So like if you read another book and a new book that you're reading reminds you of that old book, those books could be connected in a certain way. As we read, I want you to think about the connections that you feel that you can make to this book, right? Here's how you do it. You ask yourself, have I done this before? Have I felt this way before? Have I experienced this thing before? Have I heard this before? Those are all of the different ways that you can make connections to books. So think about if you've done something that you see happening in the book. Think about if you heard something that you hear me reading from the book. Think about if you felt the same way or a similar way as one of the characters in the book. Those are all different ways to make connections to what you're reading. So as we read this book today, I want you to think about the connections that you can make. And before we start to read, I'm going to tell you about one connection that I made. I know that when I think about the days of the week, I remember growing up and Saturday being one of my most favorite days. Let me tell you why. Because I knew that I had to go to school Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And so when I finally got to Saturday, I knew it was the weekend. And I used to be super hyped because it usually meant that me and my mom would go somewhere. Oftentimes, because I used to play basketball, I used to have basketball tournaments on Saturdays. And so I would get really excited about that. Now in this book, there's a child. Their name is Ava. And Ava is really excited to spend their Saturday with their mother. I wonder all of the things that Ava and her mother might do. What do you usually do on Saturdays? And who do you usually spend your Saturdays with? Take a moment to think about that. What do you usually do on Saturdays? Or what's your favorite thing to do on Saturday? And who do you usually spend your Saturday with? Right, I bet we all spend our Saturdays with different people. Some of us spend our Saturdays with ourselves. I know right now, during quarantine, because that's when I'm reading this book, I usually spend my Saturdays by myself or with my dogs, right? So are you ready? Are you ready to read this book? Okay, cool. Now remember, you're thinking about the connections that you can make. So, have I done this before? Have I felt this way before? Have I heard this before? Those are some of the connections that you can make. So as we read, let's think about that. Saturday by Oge Mora. This morning, Ava and her mother were all smiles. It was Saturday. Because Ava's mother worked Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, Saturday was the day that they cherished. So can you say the word cherished? Good. Cherished has a ch at the beginning. The ch makes the ch sound. What makes the ch sound? Good, the ch. Good. So when the author says Saturday was a day that they cherished, what they mean is that they held this day near and dear to their heart because they knew that all of the other days, Ava's mama was busy working. All right, skirt, we need to back up for a second because I forgot to ask y'all something really important. Remember on this first page where we said Ava's mom had to work Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday? She had to work 6 out of 7 days of the week. What do you think about that? What do you think about the people taking care of us, having to work almost every single day of the week? How does that make you feel? How do you think that makes Ava and their mom feel? Take a moment to think about it. Now, let's take a look at Ava's calendar. Did you know Ava's calendar was in the beginning of this book? If you look at Ava's calendar, it's only Saturday where Ava and their mom get to do fun things. Art museum, tea party, gallery, movies. The rest of the days, Ava's mom works. I bet you're wondering, why? Why does Ava's mom have to work so much? Why do they only have one day to do fun things together? Do you feel like that sounds like something that's fair? Yeah, I don't really think that that's fair either. And Ava probably misses their mom so much, and mom probably misses Ava so much, which is why they cherish Saturdays, because they get to be together. It makes me sad thinking about work. It makes me sad thinking about the people that take care of us have to work so much to get us basic things that we deserve, like food and water and clothing and safe homes. So that makes me want to ask you another question. Do you think that people should have to work so long and so hard to get the things that they deserve as human beings on this planet? What do you think? It's interesting too, right? Because Earth, the planet that we live on, it has all the things that we need. But you know something? You're also probably wondering, why does Ava's mom have to work so much? Well, it's kind of sad because unfortunately, we live in a society that runs off of capitalism. Can you say capitalism? Good. Now, capitalism is a system where there are people in one class that have to work really hard and really long for not a lot of money. And while they're doing all the work or labor, there are people with more power and more money that make money off of them working. It's really, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like a fair system to me. Now, we'll probably talk about capitalism more, especially in our woke wonderings when we talk about what happens if we abolish money. But for right now, let's get back to the book. So Saturday was the day that was most special and precious to them. Do you have a day that's most special and precious to you? And as you're thinking about it, think about why it's so special and precious to you. Okay, go. And we're back. On Saturdays, they zipped to the library for a weekly story time. Ooh, I like the word zipped. What do you think it means to zip to the library? We're not talking about an actual zipper, you silly. You can't zipper yourself to a library. Ooh, but maybe they mean that you go really fast. They zipped to the library because they were trying to get there for story time. On Saturdays, they lounged in salon chairs. Sorry. On Saturdays, they lounged in salon chairs and got new hairdos. Okay. What does it mean to lounge? Ooh, let me show you. Ooh, when you lounge, you just relax and you enjoy yourself. You're just lounging around. Look at them. Don't they look so relaxed? Ooh, have you ever gone to a salon and gotten a hairdo? Some of us have, some of us haven't. Sometimes We have salons in our own homes because our families can do our hair too. On Saturdays, they picnicked in the grass for a peaceful afternoon at the park. Ooh, I love going to the park. When you picnic, you usually go, you lay out, a little blanket or something. You take some snacks with you and you just enjoy the fresh air while you're eating with your homies, right? You been doing that? And on this Saturday, they would also ride the bus across town for a one-night only puppet show. Oh my goodness, look at those tickets. Ooh, I bet they're so excited. Have you ever seen a puppet show? Puppet shows are really exciting. The day would be special. The day would be splendid. The day was, what was it? Saturday. All right, look, you got it. Every time we hear Saturday, we have to sing it. Okay, we like to sing at Woke Kindergarten. We're going to sing. All right? Ava and her mother could hardly wait. When we say hardly wait, what we mean is that Ava really, she was so excited. It was really hard for her to wait. She was just really excited and she was really looking forward to it. So that's what we mean by hardly wait. So, zoom! Off they went. Ooh, we have zip, we have zoom. They moving really fast. They must be moving really fast because they're excited, huh? Do you ever zip or zoom places? Ooh, see if you can make that connection. Have you ever zipped or zoomed to a place because you're really excited? But when they reached the library, story time was canceled. Oh no, Ava cried. It's canceled, wailed Ava's mother. How do you think they're feeling right now? How do you think Ava and her mother are feeling right now? Yeah, I think they're pretty upset too. How can you tell? Right. So I can tell because Ava said, oh no, and then their mom wailed. And a wail is like a loud cry. No, not like the animal wail, you silly. The animal wail is spelled W-H-A-L-E. But the word wail, when we're talking about a loud cry, is spelled W-A-I-L, wail. So when it said Ava's mom wailed, it means that she let out a really loud cry. So we know that they're disappointed. Ooh, let's think about making those connections again, right? Has there ever been a time that you've been disappointed? Have you ever gone to a place expecting to do something and you got there and it was canceled? Or has there ever been another instance in your life where you felt disappointed? Go ahead and take a moment to talk about that for a second. They paused, closed their eyes, and woo, let out a deep breath. Ooh, that is a good, you know what? When you're feeling upset, it is a really good strategy sometimes to be able to stop, right? To pause, to close your eyes, and to let out a deep breath. Let's do that together. Ready? Ooh. You see, we're releasing all of that disappointment back into the world because it doesn't belong to us, right? We're not the ones who canceled this, right? That disappointment doesn't belong to Ava and her mama. So they took a deep breath and they said, you know what? We're going to release this disappointment out and we're going to keep moving on with our day. Let's see what they do. Don't worry, Ava, her mother reassured her. Today will be special. Can you say the word reassured? Good. When someone reassures you, they basically make you feel better about something. That's what Ava's mom did with her. Ava's mom said, don't worry, right? She was saying today will be special. So she reassured her that the day would get better. Today will be splendid. When something is splendid, it's pretty joyful. Today is Saturday. I hope you sang it. So, zoom! Off they went. Ooh, notice that I did a longer zoom because there are more O's in the word. So it's not just zoom, it's zoom, right? right? But as they left the salon, whoosh, their hairdos were ruined. Oh no, Ava sobbed. Our do's, boo-hooed Ava's mother. What does it mean to boo-hoo? It means to cry, right? Oh, can we all let out a sob for them? Oh, I feel so bad for them. Their hairdos. What happened to their hairdos? The water got all up in their hair after they just. Hold on, what do? Let's pause. Take a deep breath. We're gonna release the disappointment, release the sadness, right? So let's see if they did the same thing. They paused, they closed their eyes, and woo! Let out a deep breath. They did what we did. See, we learning. Don't worry, Ava, her mother reassured her. Today will be special. Today will be what? Splendid. Today is Saturday. Woo! Ooh, this pausing and breathing really helps me. See, I'm not sad for them anymore, right? Her mom is reassuring her, remember? Making her feel better. Okay, zoom! Off they went. Now I want you to look at this picture. Tell me where you think they're going next. Can you guess? Ooh, gotta read the pictures to know, right? When you read the pictures, that means you study the picture like this. You get really close. You look at all of the things on the picture, and that's how you figure out what's going on. So even if you're still learning how to read words, you can read the pictures. Very good. So, did you figure out where they're going? If you guessed the park, you are absolutely right. What makes you think that they're going to the park? What makes you think they're going to the park? Right, because you see trees, right? I see trees, I see grass, and I know that parks have trees and grass. Ooh, very good. But their peaceful afternoon at the park. Uh-oh. I'm a little nervous. Was loud. Oh, no. Ava groaned. What did you say? It's too noisy, yelled her mother. Ooh, can you let out a groan for me? You know who else groans? My dog. Do you groan sometimes? When do you usually groan? Do you groan when you're feeling happy? Or like silly or joyful? Usually, right? Usually we don't groan then, but usually we groan when we're just so frustrated or upset, right? It makes me think that because Ava groaned that she must be upset. She must be a little frustrated. Look how busy the park is. Ooh, I'm gonna make a connection to this. I have experienced this before. I have felt the same way Ava has felt. That's me making a connection. I've experienced this before because I live in Brooklyn, and when I go to Prospect Park in Brooklyn, sometimes the park looks like this. I just want it to be peaceful. I go there, it's everybody and their mama, every single person that could be out, all the animals, everybody doing everything all the time. It's so, that's how I feel. It's overwhelming. When something is overwhelming, that means it's just too much. It's a lot. And I think that Ava's probably feeling overwhelmed, and her mom too. What do you think they're gonna do? Remember, when they're feeling disappointed or upset or overwhelmed, what do? This is something that you should do if you're feeling disappointed or overwhelmed or upset. What do? We pause. We close our eyes and we take a deep breath. Very good. If you remembered that, hold on, give me a fist bump. Ah, you did that. Look at us. Let's see if they do the same thing. They paused. They closed their eyes. And Woo! Let out a deep breath. Don't worry, Ava. What did her mother do? She what's the word? Reassured her. Don't worry, Ava, her mother reassured her. Today will be special. Today will be splendid. Today will be ruined if we miss that bus. So zoom to the extra special one night only puppet show they went. Oh, Lord. Woo. Woo. Did they miss? Look at them. They are trying to catch that bus. Do you think they're going to make it? We made it! Ava exclaimed as they arrived at the theater. Thank goodness! Woo! Ava's mother sighed in relief. When we say Ava exclaimed, that means we're saying that she shouted really excitedly. Have you ever shouted excitedly before? Make that connection. Have you been so excited that you shouted? Right? That's what Ava did. And then when we say her mother sighed, ooh, in relief, that means she was finally ooh, thank goodness. Something finally worked out, right? We made it. Hooray for Saturday! Told you we like to sing here. They cheered. Ooh, let's cheer. How do you cheer? When you get really excited, do you ever cheer? Okay, take a moment. I want to see you cheer. Go ahead, let me see. Yay! Ooh, I love that. Ooh, I'm hype. They're hype. Hooray, we're all hype, okay? Tickets, chirped the lady at the door. Ava's mother reached into her purse. Can you reach into your bag or your purse, whatever you have? Let's see. But the tickets weren't there. Oh no, Ava's mother gasped. I left our tickets on the table. Can you let out a gasp? When you gasp, you go, usually when people gasp, they're shocked. And I think Ava's mother is probably shocked. Now remember making those connections. Have you ever felt that way before? Think about a time where you felt shocked. How did it make you feel to feel shocked? Did you also let out a gasp? Go ahead, take a moment. As Ava watched, her mother crumpled. I've had it, she sighed. Story time was canceled. Our hair was ruined. The park was loud. And now we're missing the puppet show. I'm sorry, Ava. We looked forward to this all week and I've messed up everything. I ruined Saturday. Ooh, how does this make you feel hearing Ava's mother say that? How do you think Ava is feeling hearing her own mother say that? What do you think Ava's going to say or do? Take a moment. Ava was quiet for a moment. What do you think she did? Then she closed her eyes and, woo, let out a deep breath. Don't worry, Mama, Ava reassured her. Today was special. Today was splendid. Saturdays are wonderful because I spend them with you. That makes me so happy. Oh my goodness. Have you ever been in a situation where your parents or your caregivers, and what I mean by caregivers are the people who take care of you, have ever tried to make sure you had such a good day, but things just weren't working right, and then you saw them get sad, right? Now you think after all that time, everything was happening and Ava's mama kept reassuring her. What happened this time? What changed? You're right. It wasn't Ava's mama reassuring Ava anymore. What happened? Ava was reassuring her mama. Wow. She learned that from her mama. She learned how to make her mama feel better by sitting here telling her, don't worry, mama. Today was special. Today was splendid. Saturdays are wonderful because you know what? We don't need all that other stuff because I get to spend my day with you. And that in itself is special and splendid and wonderful. Ooh, I have some people that I feel that way about. Do you have people that you feel that way about? Where it doesn't matter what you do. You could just be sitting in the house, but you know it's special. And you know it's splendid. And you know the day is wonderful because you get to be with them. I love that. Let's see what they do. So slowly, hand in hand, off they went. When they reached their apartment door, Ava turned to her mother. She had an idea. What if we, Ava started. You know, we could, her mother began. Oh, before I get there, it's a little surprise. What you think they gonna do? Remember we talked about making connections? I need you to think back through this whole book. Think about all the things that they said they wanted to do, but didn't get a chance to do. Now I want you to think about, what do you think it is that they're going to do together at home? One way to think about that, if it's hard for you to remember, you can take a book walk. And what I mean by that is you can just go ahead and you could turn the book back and you could walk through all the pages. Let me go through this page. Ooh, okay. They want to go to the library. Ooh, they want to go to the park. They did that. It was noisy though. And they wanted to have a puppet show, but they didn't get a chance. I wonder what they're going to do. Ooh, that book walk was so helpful. Sometimes my memory it struggles because I have so many thoughts in my brain all the time that I can't remember certain things. But I know I could just go back and take a book walk, and that helps me. Let's see what they're going to do. So they did. What did they do? What did they do? They had a puppet show. Did you guess that? Look at all of the things that they used to make these puppets. Did you guess that they had a puppet show? What a splendid, special, wonderful idea. They had a puppet show because you know what? They didn't get a chance to see theirs, so they did it on their own. What a beautiful day. The end. 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 Ooh, I love this book so much. But you know what? Just because we finished reading don't mean we done with the book, right? I love this book a lot, but I want to go back and make some connections to it, right? Remember, when you make a connection, you say, have I done this before? Have I felt this way before? Have I heard this before? Right? Those are just different ways that you can make connections to books. You make the book connection to your own life, right? What I really love is that you can also make connections from book to another book. And we said that Wings and this book were similar because both of the authors and illustrators use collage art to make the pictures. But I really love this book Saturday because it reminded me of, you know, right now, a lot of us are like in quarantine. And so it's hard for us to go a lot of places, right? And so it can get kind of like lonely and like sad and boring, just being in the house all the time. But what this book reminded me of is that days in the house can still be special, right? Because as long as we have people around us that we think are special, we can have fun together, or we can also just get really creative. If there's something that we can't do outside right now, how can we do it inside our homes? Ava and her mom, they realized, ooh, we gonna miss this puppet show. But you know what? We can create our own puppets at home. So what's something that you think you can do? For example, if you can't go to the park right now, maybe, how do you think you can bring the park into your own home? I wonder, what are some things you find at the park? Right, you find grass, air, trees, all of those things. So I wonder, is there space for you to go outside and maybe find some grass and maybe take a bottle or a jar with you and get some air, bring it inside. Like get the air in the jar and then put the cap back on and bring it inside. Are there sticks that you can find? What can you do? I want you to get really creative, right? How are you going to spend your next Saturday? Or maybe your Sunday, or maybe your Monday, or your Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Hold up, wait, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Ooh, let's do it. Well, time. Hey, it's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Now, before we go, I just want you to remember this. I know it's so hard right now for so many of us all around the world having to deal with this pandemic. You know, we can't go outside like we used to. We can't go to the places that we used to be able to go. And it can make us feel really sad. It can make us feel really disappointed and frustrated and lonely. It's okay, first of all, for me to feel those feelings. Those are real feelings. Those are true feelings, and it is okay for you to experience them. But sometimes our feelings can take us over, and sometimes it hurts in our body and doesn't quite feel good. Sometimes we take our feelings out on other people. So if we want to stop ourselves from doing that, but we still want to feel our feelings, we can do what Ava and her mama did, which was what? Let's practice one more time. Pause. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And then we can reassure ourselves. Even if no one else is around, we can say, don't worry, today will be special. Today will be splendid. Today is whatever day of the week it is, right? So just remember that. When things get tough and when your emotions and your feelings are a lot to handle, you can pause, you can close your eyes, you can take a deep breath, and you can reassure yourself that everything will be okay. All right? So however you choose to spend your next Saturday or Sunday or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I hope it's beautiful. I hope it's special. I hope it's splendid. I hope it's wonderful. And we'll see you next time for Woke Read Alouds.